Anyway, let's get to the point. Hello, Canadians.
Hello from the future.
I'm from the future too.
Paris, though. We didn't really talk about Paris.
Oh yeah.
To be honest, I didn't really like Paris.
I think it's overrated.
Yeah, I think it really is. I think it's possible to really enjoy Paris if you stay in the richest parts of it.
I don't know, I think I stayed in a richer part of it last time I was here. It was kind of the same.
Same.
It had some nice sort of feels about it, but it was basically still a bit overrated. There's always going to be street merchants around you. There's always going to be funny smell from the metro.
Very awful smells. I hated the metro. It was overcrowded, it was dank, it was smelly. I don't know why it smelled like poo. Why would
do you have to keep saying poo?
It smelled like poo.
Stop saying poo!
It was a poo smell.
Okay.
Anyway, it smelled like poo. Even the streets smelled a bit of poo. I think that was the dog's fault. Anyway, enough about poo.
Please.
Paris, so many street merchants in your face. I didn't like that. I don't know, it felt very impersonal. Paris.
I think it had a character, it had a definite character, but it just wasn't a savoury character.
It was a smelly Montreal. That's how I felt. I felt it was a smelly Montreal.
I just think it's not as nice as other France.
Yeah.
And yet it's the most talked about part.
And we saw the Eiffel Tower, we saw...
It's very nice at night, it's lit up.
It was beautiful.
It was really nice.
We saw l'Arc de Triomphe, it rained, we took pictures.
It rained.
The Arc was nice.
The Arc was nice as well, yeah. You didn't walk down the Champs-Élysées, that was the most overrated street I have ever seen.
Really?
I didn't know I was on it until I saw a sign.
Oh, really?
It's just, there are nicer streets in Glasgow and I don't know really. It was just a street.
There are whole songs written about them.
I know, it's just a really long street with some trees on it and some really expensive shops that no one goes into because they're ridiculous. It's not a good, the most overrated street in the world, I have to say.
Oh, the metro, the way, if they want to sit down but you have a bag on the seat.
So rude.
I don't know if it's rude, but they come up and they point at your bag.
The problem what?
They point.
They just kind of look at you and then they point and then you move and I don't know, I don't like it. There are better ways of doing that.
Isn't it rude to leave your bag on a seat anyway?
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, you never moved your bag for the whole trip, I did.
I moved it, I gave you leg room. No,
but you had your backpack on a seat next to you.
Oh, it's because I couldn't sit in it because of your giant bloody suitcase.
You had little legs, squish them up!
Little legs.
Just saying. Anyway.
No, little.
Do you really want to press this point?
No, that's why I muttered it.
So apparently, Nat thinks that everyone keeps looking at us in Paris.
They did.
Can't say I noticed.
In the whole, you didn't notice in the hostel? People looking at us?
Me? I remember you saying there were people looking at us.
Looking at us?
I'm sure.
Me looked at you, probably,
Apparently people looked at us.
They looked at us.
And Nat asked me why. And the only thing I could come up with was, well, I mean, people are going to think we're fucking. we had one single room with a double bed, which we will talk about later, by the way. And we're always walking, people will think we're fucking. We eat breakfast together, we walk about together. We're age-ish.
Ages?
Yeah, age-ish, but almost.
Similarly aged?
That's the one.
Similarly aged.
That's the one.
Close in age.
Yeah, but you just don't have my youthfulness.
What?
Anyway, the only thing I could come up with was that people were looking at us because they think that we're going to have funny coloured children if we keep going the way we're going. And we came up with the conclusion that we need t-shirts.
Okay, our idea, well mostly mine, it was our idea, is to wear these t-shirts. Kelsey would wear a t-shirt that says, I am not fucking Nat.
Was that not my idea?
I mean, okay, that part was your idea. And then my addition was, I would wear a t-shirt that says, I'm Nat.
So that wasn't mostly your idea, because 3 words of it was your idea.
The punchline is I'm Nat.
I'm not fucking Nat!
Anyway, I'm Nat.
I'm not fucking And following right on from this, a conversation that Nat felt the need to write down. When we were exiting the room, he thought it would be clever to mess up the bed so that it looked like we had sex, S-E-X, sex. And he decided to inform me of what he was doing, because I thought he was just being rude, you know. And he says that I'm messing up the bed so it looks like we had sex. And I was taken aback, I was horrified, I gasped and said, you want people to think that! You don't want a t-shirt at all! And he admitted that start off, yes, it is a guy thing to want to look like you're having sex.
It's a guy thing. I think people would be ashamed of me if I wasn't. I'm in a room alone with a female, moderately attractive.
Moderately?
People also, they look surprised when I speak French. It's a weird look that they give me. They'll say something in French, and then we'll have to talk about that. I'll say something in French, they'll say something in French, we'll understand each other, and then they give me this very pleased and surprised look. It's almost a pride in their face. It was interesting.
I think it's just this funny accent, they're kind of amused.
Okay, Kelsey says I have a funny accent because I'm Canadian, and I was born in Quebec, so I speak Québécois. It's very difficult for me to speak a nicer French, because when I speak French I have to revert to my instincts, because all of my French it's buried in my subconscious. So when I speak it, it's all instinctual, and it comes out kind of gross. It comes out Québécois. And anytime I say a word that Kelsey doesn't like, she kind of yells at me. And then we both argue on the correct way to pronounce things.
Demain, 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 demain.
Demain, c'est demain.
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 Demain. Demain.
Demain.
Demain.
Amant, l'aimant.
That's how the French people do it. Amant. Viens. Viens ici. Attends, you have to put the nose up when you go. Viens ici. Kelsey has this thing where she...
I don't want people to hear me pee. Is it that bad, is it?
Okay, well, the rooms are really small. And there's the only division between the bathroom and the pee sounds and the other person in the room is...
a thin door and about a metre of floor.
Yeah, very thin door.
Understandable.
So, Kelsey asks me, very unpolitely...
Unpolitely?
Unpolitely.
That's not true.
Without politeness.
To
leave the room.
I said please!
To leave the room while she urinates or whatever she does in the bathroom. I don't know.
That's exactly, you don't know.
I don't know.
It works.
So I leave and I wait. And I wait. And I wait. And it's... I could have sworn I heard the toilet flush twice. At least twice. And I wait. Thankfully, I thought it would be good sense to take the key with me. So I come in, and I ask, is she done in there? And she says, oh yeah, sorry, I was just daydreaming. What? I am outside of the hostel, standing in my pajamas. People are coming in. They are looking at me. They are going into their rooms. They are whispering to each other about the possible reasons why I'm standing out there. Kelsey is sitting on the toilet, daydreaming.
Where do you daydream?
Anywhere else. Anywhere else. Anyway, that was an updated version of it. The way it was originally done was that...
I apologize and apologize for that incident.
I changed the rule. Now she has a 2-minute time limit.
I hugged him after it.
Alright, so the way it originally went was, I said that I'm going to pee now. And apparently you can't do that.
I asked him very kindly not to divulge the nature of his bathroom activities. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't seem to take it seriously.
No, I didn't understand. I thought she was joking. So I said...
Why would you be joking?
Well, to understand each other's situation, we can give hand signals to show the gravity of the bathroom activity.
Thus defeating the purpose?
1 for peeing, 2 for number 2. And then, okay, fine, I'll leave. I don't want to hear your plopping.
Don't plop. I'm waiting. Edit that out.
So...
defeats the purpose of not knowing what I'm doing in the bathroom.
Anyway, so I said I'm going to go do bathroom things.
I ask him to run the tap sometimes.
So, in the first hostel in Paris, it was one large bed. And...
Large bed.
one large bed.
Then that messed up the next morning.
And I look at it and say, we're sleeping in the same bed tonight.
You said it like that though. You said it like that. And I asked him not to.
No, you said, can you not say it like that?
That's what I'm saying. I asked you not to say it like that.
And I said, like what?
With glee.
Glee. Basically, I said it with glee because I knew she'd hate it.
And, well, my beautiful mummy, packed bed socks, like big foofy socks that you wear to bed to keep your feet warm. But, I mean, they also serve the purpose of keeping my feet away from Nat's feet.
Yeah, heaven forbid our feet touch.
Ooh. Heaven forbid.